support for these tenants. They have been through an incredible time over the last 2 years. It has been stressful living in this building, and this is a story that repeats itself over and over in the West End because tenants live in fear. Buildings are being bought by large companies, and not just Hollyburn, but there are other companies in the West End where the practice is to go in and buy buildings and evict the tenants for profit. And the tenants that live there have existing rental contracts, they have existing rights under legislation, and these companies get around that by doing these kind of evictions for renovations, rent increase proposal letters saying, we'll evict you if you don't sign this huge rent increase deal. They remove services, they remove parking, they remove laundry facilities. There's all kinds of stuff going on. And tenants constantly are contacting myself and other rental people in the community with all kinds of stories that would just make your heart, bleed. And this is exactly the kind of stuff that's going on in the West End. Seniors being evicted. Where do seniors go on 2 months' notice? All of the BC housing and the subsidized places are waitlisted. The community has everything in place for them. The medical, the friends, the networks. And they've put a long time in this community and contributed. And they're just being evicted and tossed out to the suburbs or to the other cities or to live with their families. Some people, we don't even know where they go. We just lose contact with them. And this is not okay as far as a business practice. We've got to take care of our people, and we need some teeth to legislation that protects long-term tenants from these kind of practices. There is real problems with the Residential Tenancy Act. I myself went through this 3 years ago, Supreme Court all the way. The court suggested some very significant changes to the Residential Tenancy Act to strengthen renters' rights because landlords were getting around the legislation in very creative ways. That has not happened. It's been 3 years. This is still happening. We've got a list. Hollyburn has done this 9 times in the West End since losing in court. It just continues. And tenants are really living in fear. And that is the message. It has to stop.
So we'll take some